RBI employees are not government servants. Madras High Court, in its one of the famous judgment, made this remark, and I have seen that many of our students are also getting affected by it. So I thought I will make a video. Let me make it clear in this video what a government job means, what are the benefits and what are the challenges in general if you are talking about a government job, and what particularly you get in RBI, why it is a government job and why it is not a government job. To make the life simpler, I also took the help of our famous chat GPT. So here, first let us understand what is a government job. So government job means when you are working with a government or affiliated organization. Otherwise, if you say pure government job, it will be only central government or state government. But there are other public sector organizations which are owned, controlled by the government. And in general, when we say the word government job, these jobs are included. The typical traits of a government jobs are: there is a lifetime employment, there is a job security, there is public service. The offer of the job is given by the institution which is in the nature of public service. I asked this to ChatGPT: what is a government job? Is RBI a government job? What is unique working with RBI? So as I said here, central government job, state government job, high salary, job security, salary structure is very clear, defined promotion plan, and also there are pensions in a government job. So ChatGPT says yes, RBI is a government job because it is affiliated with the central government, Ministry of Finance. Employees will be governed by the RBI services rule, not by the general central civil services rule. RBI officers are not technically civil servant, but they are in par with the Group A central government officers. So it says RBI is a government job, but also it is a regulatory job with autonomy, which makes it elite and unique. It is having intellectual work, policy related work, attractive pay and perks. I have already made a detailed video about this. It has been revised now, the RBI salary, and it has a very good work life balance, no political pressure, fixed working hours, opportunities of internal exposure, and there is a job stability. And most important characteristic of a government job, that is the respect from the public. RBI is a highly respected organization. That is the remark made by even president after 90 years of completion of RBI's meaningful work environment without extreme job pressure. I didn't ask ChatGPT to make this comparison table summary of RBI job versus other government job, but it did this work. Prestige wise, slightly less than civil services like IS, IPS, but much more than other public sector job. Salary perks wise, slightly higher, but as I have clarified many times, perks include many other things which are there in civil services. Job work-life balance much better here, and national impact is also slightly lesser than the civil services, but quite high than any other job. But without political pressure, transfers are limited, unlike in case of civil servant. Overnight you can be transferred, and scope of international experience is also there. So final thought, it says RBI is a government job, and it is not just a job, but it is job of thinking, economics, policy making. But then what do we mean by the judgment of Madras High Court? Is this all incorrect? No. Actually, we need to understand the full judgment. Just headlines are not enough. As the headlines of this video, when you saw it, so you have to go into the detail. What is the case here? The case is one RBI employee, E. Manoj Kumar, he actually appeared in Tamil Nadu State Services Exam, Public Services Exam, and public. He got selected as DSP, Deputy Superintendent of the Police, but he got disqualified because in the column, "Are you a government employee?" he mentioned negative, no. So this is what the court has clarified here, that RBI employee are not equivalent to central government employee. It is true. The court says it is true that RBI is a state within the meaning of the Article 12 of the Constitution of the India. Even then, it cannot be said that the employees are eligible or they are regular government employee. Mr. Kumar writing that he is a non-government employee is perfectly fine in the court's observation, because understand the case here. His appointment was kept on hold. Therefore, he moved to the court, and court said it was not very clear in the question. It is not very clear in the question. Therefore, he writing that he being a RBI employee but not a bank employee, there was no specific such question column there. So he answered it correctly. He shall be allowed to continue in his services. That was the decision, so that he can continue in his services with the state government. Understand the purpose of every case. Madras High Court only observed here that RBI is also a state in the meaning of Article 12 of the Constitution of the India. I think now, considering this, the purpose of the case, you must be clear that RBI is a real government job, because understand the function of central banking. In any country in the world, it is important to understand this point. In any country in the world, is central banking a private function? No, it started as a private function. If you read the history of RBI and read the history of the Central Bank of India, sorry, Central Bank in the world, central banking started as a private function. RBI was also a private organization initially, but because it was very much required that it is all about money and it is a sovereign function, it shall be in the hand of the government. Therefore, central bank were nationalized all over the globe, and so it happened in India. RBI was also nationalized in 1948. Otherwise, RBI was a privately held institution prior to that. Because of the importance of the sovereign function RBI does, all the employee also in RBI are doing public service. I think this is helpful. If you have any other question, feel free to ask. Most important is not to fall into this debate, rather find out ways how you clear the exam and become RBI officer, so that you can contribute to the service of the nation and you have an excellent career where you are working in a very professional non-political environment and you are helping in the public service. Anything else? Please free to ask, and I wish you all the best for your success in RBI Grade B exam.